What's up YouTube? Back at it again with another banger video. This time we're looking at the Savage Dragon, #1. This is the first issue of the regular series. This is not the first appearance of this character though. He was in Graphic Fantasy #1 in 1982. Then he appeared in Megaton 3 in 1986. Then when Image started, he got his own miniseries in 1992. And then this is the first issue of the regular series, which started in 1993. So let's dive in. So as I mentioned before, this is not his first appearance. He was actually a character that Eric Larson created in childhood.
I just drew the dragon when I was a little kid. I started drawing him when I was in about 4th grade. And I would draw his adventures on 8.5 by 11 paper that was folded in half and stapled up the side.
And so he'd gone through many iterations before we reached this point. And this picks up right after the miniseries from the year before. So Savage Dragon is this guy who he woke up in a burning field and with no memory of who he is. We later find out that he's an alien. He's the emperor of this alien race, and he was on his way to conquer Earth, and some of the people from his planet felt guilty about, killing the humans on Earth, so they decided to mind wipe Savage Dragon, and he was called Emperor Kerr back then. They mind wiped him and dropped him off when he teleported to Earth. But all that it comes way later. In this beginning part, it's more just like a straightforward superhero story. And since this series is so long running, there's different eras of the Savage Dragon. The book changes what it is as it goes along. So here we have the backstory of what happened in the miniseries. How Savage Dragon, he came to be a Chicago police officer. And again, that's something that changes too. He's not a Chicago police officer for very long. He joins a special operations strike force, SOS for short. And it's basically just like a superhero fighting team. Here's a Simpsons reference, in case anyone forgot that this was made in 1993. Eric Larson is personally my favorite of all the original Image creators. I was a fan of his work on Spider-Man before he started on Savage Dragon. He's the type of guy, he creates a ton of characters in his books, and he's not afraid to kill them off. I mean, you'll meet a ton of supervillains that Savage Dragon kills in one issue. Here's an example of one of them. Although I think this guy does come back. This guy's named the Shrew, and Savage Dragon fights him with chainsaws. There's a lot of criticism online of this book, and some of it's fair, while I don't always agree with it. I feel like a lot of people's problems with the Savage Dragon comes from their problems or feelings about Eric Larson and not necessarily the comic itself. He's very open about his politics, and of course that makes him enemies. Also, the book changes in its sexuality. It gets very graphic in later issues. Of course, the sexuality is there in the beginning, but it's much more tasteful, or less graphic. Here, Savage Dragon doesn't have this look very long. The round glasses with the mustache. I think that's a Leon the Professional type of look. And here we get some more super characters. These characters, they come back in the spin-off book Freak Force. There's two major spin-off books from Savage Dragon. There's Vanguard and Freak Force. There's the ad for Freak Force. And yeah, and that's what this is all setting up. In a few issues, we'll get the debut of Freak Force. Which, in the world of Savage Dragon, there's all these supervillains who are popping up, and the police are forming a team of superhumans to combat them. And Savage Dragon is leading that crew. I think this guy's name's Barbarian, and this is Ricochet. That's not a great angle. That's kind of an unfortunate panel. And then we get the best part of Savage Dragon, the letter pages. This is Finn Addicts was the name of the letters column, and this has got to be one of the best letter columns in all of comics. I mean, a lot of letter pages back then, they would just post like the positive letters, but not Eric Larson. He posts like some negative ones too, and those are the more entertaining ones to read. When he's like defending his decisions and explaining himself, it's pretty entertaining. I guess he was a controversial figure even back then. But anyways, here's Vanguard. I mentioned that one. This is the other spinoff, though the art looks much different here than how the final book would look. I think I've got a couple issues of Vanguard, so maybe that can be the sequel to this video. Other ads for Image Comics Brigade. And that's it. But like I said, this wasn't the first appearance. There was the miniseries. I've got that here, reprinted in this collection. And I think that this was just a 3-part series. There were some alterations to this. That's why I didn't cover this one. This miniseries, the collected version, reorganizes some pages and changes the order of some events. So that's why I didn't cover that one in this video. But if you'd like to catch up on Savage Dragon, they also have these large Compendium Archive versions that are in black and white. It's a great way to catch up on the story, and it's inexpensive, but unfortunately, it's in black and white, so you're not getting the color. That's all right for me, but I guess that would bother some people. You're missing out on the letter pages, and I've noticed that the books, you can see here that it's like coming apart a little bit. It's just like the quality isn't there. But, I guess you get what you pay for. But anyways. I also forgot to mention this while recording this video. There was a Saturday morning cartoon, The Savage Dragon. It ran for 2 years, 1995 to 1996, on the USA Network. And 13 episodes in each season, 26 episodes in all. They're really hard to find. I mean, I had a hard time finding any clips of this show or even its existence. I don't think it's streaming anywhere because it was on the USA Network. I don't think any of those cartoons are streaming. It's a shame because I would really like to watch Duckman again. So that's Savage Dragon. I hope you enjoyed the video. He's one of my favorite characters, especially of the Image titles. He's my favorite Image launch character. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.